Your head strategically dipped below one eye. Your scarf was paprika. You had one eye in the mirror as you watched yourself go far. And all the girls dream that they'd be a partner, they'd be a partner. And you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you, don't you? Well, you had me several years ago when I was still quite naive. Well, you said that we made such a pretty pair and that you would never leave. But you gave away the things you loved, and one of them was me. I had some dreams, they were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you, don't you, don't you now? Some dreams, they were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. Probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you, don't you? Well, I hear you went up to Saratoga. Your horse naturally won. Well, you flew your Learjet up to Nova Scotia to see a total eclipse of the sun. On your way, you should be all the time. When you're not, you're with some under a spy or the wife of a close friend, wife of a close friend, and you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you, don't you, don't you now? You're so vain. You probably think the song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think the song is about you. Don't you, don't you, don't you now?
Now it should be working. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. So, okay. I said I don't know why this girl only has 8,000 subs, because this is like one of the best Carly Simon that I've ever heard. She extended it, she made it her own. I don't know why she only has 8,000 subs. The only one that I have heard do a good cover of this song is Kelly Clarkson. So from like an unknown person, I think she did absolutely amazing. She's beautiful. Yeah, I don't know why she only has 8,000 subs. Maybe it's the stuff she's doing. I don't know. I don't really know most of the songs she's doing. So maybe that's it. Maybe she needs to do more popular songs. But she definitely deserves way more views. Same reason I only have 183 subs. But you come up in the algorithm, though. Kelly Clarkson does have a good voice, but she always looks bored on stage. She never looks like she's enjoying herself. And I think that was her downfall, honestly. So, how you guys doing tonight? I knew if I didn't go live, all my Patreons said they were leaving me. Crystal was going to lead the pack, and they said, Tony, Crystal, they were like, if you don't go live tonight, we're all leaving. So you better go live. So I stopped everything I was doing just to go live. So I don't go on vacation tomorrow with one Patreon left. What's up, Rose? Hey, Headstones. Could you please? I didn't know there was a mass shooting in Ohio. Mass. Hey, Grandma Sherry. I don't see one. I see family of 11-year-old boy was fatally shot November 5th. All right, hold on. Why does he start barking the second I go live? Hey! Police are responding to a report of a shooting with multiple victims in Beaver Creek. Brian St. John lost his mind. Shut up! Oh my God, Winston! Leave him alone! Jesus Christ. Winston, is he bothering you? No. He's mad because Booga's laying on the bed. Come here. Get over here. Get over here. He's laying on the bed. He's not bothering you. Leave him alone. Come here. He's so funny. What's up, voices? Winston is so weird. All right. Dayton Daily News said there were at least 3 gunshot victims. It doesn't sound like anyone's dead, though, which is a good thing. There's no active threat. 46,000 people. It's a suburb of Dayton. Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone's dead, which is a good thing. 3 gunshot victims. Took them 9:50 to the hospital. Yeah, they're not giving much information, though. Hey, Aussie, did you get my message in Patreon? I got to give you the Discord link. I'm glad you came in because I wanted to tell you that personally. Yeah, it's Seems like it's probably a regular oh, there is one dead. No? This one says one dead, that one doesn't.
The joy.
Oh, that was from last year. Is it the same Walmart? "90 consecutive life sentences." Hey, I know someone in El Paso. Yeah, one says someone's dead, the other one doesn't. This was last year. Shooter was shot in the head. It was the same Walmart, right? It had, yeah, it had to be. Wow, that's crazy. Walmart. Yeah, it is the same store. All right, maybe not. Beaver Creek Walmart, the same store where Fairfield's John Crawford III, who was 22 at the time, was shot and killed in 2014 while holding a BB gun for sale. No, I don't think it's the same one as last year. Suspect down. GSW head, I'm assuming gunshot wound. Yeah, there's not much on it, though. I don't get all these shootings, to be honest. I really don't. But then again, I was never a gun person. Yeah, it wasn't the same Walmart as the other one. The other one was Chesapeake. This one was Beaver Creek. Yeah, Chesapeake, that was Virginia. This is Dayton, Ohio. Yeah, Beaver Creek, Ohio. I know, especially now, like everybody's at Walmart, everybody's at stores. It's sad. It's like, why? Yeah, it doesn't, honestly, it doesn't seem like it's that major, if that sounds weird. Because it's not like all over the place. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be like big news. Hey, Tarabella, long time no see. Cash, I heard your name tonight. And I was like, who's Cash? I don't think I ever saw him before. All right. So there I was in Best Buy buying Dayton his AirPods, because don't forget, we're going on vacation tomorrow. And guess what dummy ass me did? I totally forgot to get dog food. So I think they open at 9. We're supposed to leave at 9. Hey, Lynn, we're supposed to leave at 9. And I'm like, shit, I can't leave my friend no dog food. So yeah, I still have a ton of shit to do, but I'm like, no, we're going to go live. We're going to address this. First, I want to say to anybody, Florida, to see Mom and picking up Phoenix, who I can't wait to see. I'm more excited about seeing Phoenix than I am my mom. So there I was in Best Buy, and Patreon came up, and I see them talking about Nunya's video, South Florida, about Nunya's video. So they're like, oh my God, you have to hear this. So I'm like, okay. So I put it on, and I'm cracking up. But I also want to say that I feel sorry for her, because I can hear in her voice how actual hurt she was. Hey, crazy nurse, how hurt she was. And even though people think I'm like, this hardened, really hard ass, and I have no feelings and I have no empathy and blah, 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 they obviously don't know me. But I really did feel that you can hear in her voice how hurt she was, how aggravated she was, how she didn't want this to happen at all. So I did feel bad for her. I honestly did, sincerely. And it's no secret. I've always liked Nunya, even though I don't even know how she feels about me. Doesn't matter. But that's what got me sidetracked. For anyone that was in Morbid's live last night, I want to thank you guys for the support. Let me explain how it went down. It's no secret me and Glara do not like each other. It's also no secret that me and Morbid go way back. And we, just like anyone else, we have our ups and downs. But trolls were coming in hard, hardcore. I mean, they were hitting me left, right. And I just ignored it. But it's no secret that me and Glara don't get along. Therefore, what's Morbid going to do to piss off Glara? Oh, let's have Laura on panel. I knew what Morbid was doing. I knew exactly what Morbid was doing. That's why I was like, hey, give me a link. He knew I would respect the conversation. I'm not like Marissa, where I got to scream and have my voice heard. I'm not like that. And Morbid knows that. So, I'm just sitting there and I'm listening to Glare and I'm laughing my ass off. And I know Morbid's laughing his ass off, because we know just me being up there is pissing people off, which is what made it funny. But I honestly did have questions, and I'm glad that I went up, and I'm glad that me and Morbid spoke afterwards, and I'm glad I got to interview him. And listening to Granny's Watching today and hearing both of them together, oh my God, this chick is batshit crazy. They both lied. They both embellished shit. And it was like a train wreck. You couldn't walk away. You couldn't look away from. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, why am I listening to this? Just why? Why am I listening to this? Like, I don't give a fuck about their relationship. Why am I sitting here listening? So I just had to listen the whole way through. And I don't even know why. I truly don't even know why I was listening. But I just kept listening, and I was out shopping, and I'm listening, and, then Morbid started talking about it again tonight. I'm like, "All right, I can't go another minute. I just can't. I can't listen to this anymore." So that's when I decided to go live because we got bigger things to take care of, bigger things to address. And if anyone involved, like Cash, I don't know you personally. I don't think you've ever been in my chat before, but if anybody who's involved in this video wants to come up, you're more than welcome. We all know I'm not big on open panels, but Crystal, Cash, Nunya, if you guys want to come up, just tell me and I'll drop a link because you're all mentioned. So a lot of people I know are going to say, why is Laura getting involved? Why is Laura going to get involved? She gets involved in everything. Well, one, my mod is involved. And because I can, plain and simple. So as I was listening to, hey, Tinker, I thought you mentioned her. Why did I hear her name then? Why did I hear their name? Did you mention their name? You had to have mentioned their name. I just heard their name today. I know voices. Did you mention them? No, Nunya? I could have sworn you did. I don't know. Someone did because I heard their name today. It was just a comedy live about him done. I don't know. It's just a live I did. Oh, okay. But you did mention them. Like, I'm not crazy. Oh, no. I know that involved is just you and QB. I get that. But, yeah, Crystal is like me. Wherever she goes, she's going to piss someone off. Even if she doesn't leave her own home base, she's going to piss someone off. So it's kind of funny. So I'm listening to Nunya. And again, Nunya, now that you're here, I want to tell you, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I really do I know I said, left you a comment, but in all fairness, I do feel bad that this happened. I do feel that I heard the sincerity in your voice. I heard the hurt in your voice. I heard that you really wanted to, for this not to happen. And I do know that you really cared about her. And you might still, I don't know. I'm using past tense. And I just want you to know, I don't want you to think I was being an asshole or anything, because I truly wasn't. Because I do feel bad for you. I do. So at the same time, the whole world needs to hear this video because it's that good. And if she doesn't mind me playing it, I'm going to react to it. But if she tells me don't play it, then I won't. And then I'm just going to shut down. So, Nunya, is it cool if I react to it? I love her too, Aussie. Okay. Good. Because Crystal was like, can we drop the link video in every video you do? I said, yes. All right. Now, there's another thing I want to say. As an experienced creator, as someone that's been here for years, back and forth, and from someone who's been involved in a lot of drama. Hey, who's been involved in a lot of drama. I have seen good, bad, ugly. But the one thing that I have to say is don't ever be afraid to say how you feel. Don't ever be afraid of another creator telling you how to think, how to feel, how to, they're not going to show up at your door. They're not going to bite your head off. So they may talk shit about you online. You can handle it. We're all grown adults. So that's not actually what I was going to say. I totally forgot what I was going to say because the dog fucking was barking. So I apologize. But let's get to it. I'll remember eventually.
I'm not going to do individuals hello, so I could get out my little, story time rant real quick. And listen, I understand that some people are not going to understand why I'm doing this, why I'm saying this, you know.
That's what I was going to say. MFW stated a long time ago, don't ever get involved in creator fights. Why? Because as a sub, when you get involved in a creator's fight, you don't know if they're going to talk behind the scenes. You don't know if they're going to eventually make up. So I always tell people, like who you like. Don't worry if I like them or not. Crystal and I do not agree on many creators. She was rooting for the glare last night. But she's an adult and she's entitled to like whoever she wants to like. I'm not going to tell her who to like. And she would never tell me who to like. So as an experienced creator, that's my advice for subs is just because your favorite creator doesn't like or has a fight with someone, don't let that deter you from liking that person. If, you like that person. Oh, Nunya doesn't like them, so I can't like them. Don't ever feel like that as a sub. And I mean that wholeheartedly. We've seen too many subs end up leaving and end up, oh my God, now how do I feel? Blah, blah, blah. You don't want, if you don't like someone, not like them for your own reasons. Don't not like them for somebody else's reasons because they could end up making up. So that's my advice. And one more thing, just because two creators are fighting doesn't mean that you can't have an opinion. What I mean by that, Nunya's people can still have an opinion like, oh my God, I can't believe she did this, but they're still going to like Queen Bee per se. So nobody should be meant to feel that they can't like both of them because they absolutely can. Well, that's how Crystal feels, but she likes Glare more than Morbid. I don't know why, but whatever.
Why I'm whatever. But I'm doing this for me. That's it, and that's all. If you feel the need to unsub after this, by all means. I'm not here for subs and money and all that kind of stuff. And that's why I'm doing this. I started this page when I first came to YouTube. I would hop on Nonsense's panel, or I'd be in the in the chat, giving my opinions, but I felt like it wasn't enough. I felt like I wanted my opinions to be heard. I felt like I had something to say. And so I started my page and I started going live and I started saying it and I started giving commentary. Somebody in a comment section last week said Nunya's mask is slipping. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what mask? Like, I'm kind of the same person all around, And I realized that no, actually, I put a mask on for the sake of other people. And I've been silent for a long.
Now, since you said that, I cannot speak for any other creator but myself and the ones that I have spoken to. I can assure you that a lot of us that are involved in drama do not think about it after we get off our live. So my advice to subs that take things to heart, don't. Like, seriously, don't. If a creator can't handle it, they shouldn't, not that they shouldn't be on YouTube, but they need to reevaluate YouTube status. And I'm not saying that, friends, you can't hurt when you just lost a friendship, but don't let it get to you, because it's probably not getting to the creator. I can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for the ones I've spoken to about it. And a lot of us, we see, Patreons and members get way more upset than we do. So try not to let it get to you. And when you turn off your computer, just turn it off. I know it's easier said than done, but you will definitely feel better.
Time now, and as soon as I fight back, it looks like I'm being the asshole. So I would like to clarify some things because I don't know about anybody else, but maybe some people are okay with poking the bear and poking the bear and poking the bear. And there's some people who are like, if you're the bear, you just take it, right? And then there's other people who are like, the first poke, they're fighting it, Me, you can poke me for a little while, but you can only poke me for so long. So let me give some backstory here, okay? So there was a post made on Friday on Queen's page. She made a community post, okay? Now, I responded to said community page. Number one, she didn't tag me in the first post originally. So if you're going to talk shit about me, it's kind of not it's kind of a cowardly thing to not really do an ad, and let's not act like you don't know how to at somebody in the chat. So there's that, right? Okay. So she makes the post, and of course after I make my community post, she goes back and adds the correct, at symbol, but it's all good. She's worried about where I'm at and who I'm talking to, and the fact that I have laughed at somebody's video that was talking about her, right? So it claims that I'm hate bonding, right? Now, again, most people seeing this are like, oh my God, what's happening? Like, why are you guys fighting? This is fucking crazy, right? And that's cool. I get it. I get it. But that's because this private situation continues. Literally, we are almost at 60 days since this started. And while other people feel like,
Okay. I am no math whiz, but October 6th to November 20th isn't 60 days. You kept saying 60 days. And I kept saying, all right, I'm no math whiz, but it's definitely not 60 days. It's like 40, 42.
oh my God, she says something and you say something, Nunya, like that feels excessive. That feels unnecessary. That's cool. That's cool. You can have that opinion, but let me tell you what it really is. Let me tell you how it's really been happening so that you can have more perspective, because maybe, just maybe, you'll actually have a different perspective. And maybe just maybe, you'll decide, I don't give a fuck what happened. I still side with her. It's all good. I'm not here to make anybody. I said it from the beginning, and people who truly know me know 100%. I don't give a fuck where you go. I don't give a fuck what you say. Unless you're talking shit about me, that's probably the only thing I'm going to care. Everybody knows I go in a lot of people's chats that other people really hate or really despise. So let's give some backstory, okay?
Now, let me also say this. Nobody should hate anybody that they've never met. That's why I laugh at my haters, because it's one thing like talk shit about someone or someone at a personal relationship with, but it's YouTube. Most of the people that hate me have never even had a conversation with me. And I'm talking like true hate. Have never even had a conversation with me. I've seen one of them say, "Oh, I don't like her because of what I heard about her." Like, really? Really? So nobody should hate anybody on the internet. Just saying. You don't like someone, don't watch them. It's that simple.
And hold on, I need to get one fucking date, because that's the whole thing that started this shit from the very beginning. So hold on. Let me because I want to be factual when I'm speaking on it. Okay. So on October 6th, that's when this shit started. Okay. On October 6th, I had decided at that point to have my wrench removed on Queen's page and to end our YouTube friendship at that point in time. I ended our friendship because for 5 days before that, when messages were coming out, private text messages between her and Aileen that other people did live streams on that she was very upset about and gave commentary on, she was very upset about that. But I went to her. I had private conversation after private conversation, whether it be via text, whether it be her and I on the phone, whether it be in a voice chat in Discord, whether it be a three-way call with another person on the phone. I went to her and I asked questions. I asked question after question after question after question. And this is how it would go. This is my experience.
And this is a fantastic analogy. Hey, Denise.
This is my version of the story. I don't give a fuck about anything else. But this is how it would go. Hey, is the sky blue? Yeah, look at this really pretty red car over here. The red car. Okay, that's cool. But what about the sky? Is it blue? Man, have you seen that really fancy green grass? What the fuck about the blue sky? What about that? Why can't you answer that? So for me, I felt like at that point, somebody is being dishonest. Somebody has something to hide. I don't give a fuck that you did it, right? I mean, I care about that, but I can understand that you did it, okay? I still stuck there, still kept talking, still kept trying to figure it out, still kept having fucking conversations over and over and over, day after day after day, in multiple different forms. Still kept trying to have a conversation. Cool. Moving right along. Okay. Cool. Move right along. Then we get to the point where, and this was my deal breaker. Not only does she say, I did it, right? She goes out publicly and says, I did it and I would do it again tomorrow. That's cool. She has every fucking right in the world to do so. Don't care. Awesome. Congratulations, right? If that's the kind of person you want to be, that's awesome. But I set a boundary with her that said, my boundary is, it's not okay to do that again tomorrow. That's my.
Now, I also want to point something out here that I think so many people forget, and I live my life by this. You don't know someone's true character when you're friends with them. You don't even know somebody's true character when you're married to them. You don't know somebody's true character while you're sitting next to them. You don't know someone's true character until you're no longer friends with them. You're no longer married to them. You're no longer fucking with them. That's when you see who they really are. And I think that gets missed so many times. And I feel like that got missed here. Nunya's true character came out when she said nothing. She just walked away. Silently walked away. Didn't say a word. And I just want people to remember how important that is in the upcoming of what you're going to hear.
My boundary. And while I respect that you want to, you want to be about that life and you were in that situation, I get that. But my boundary is this. And so because I feel like my boundary and your boundary lie in two different places, I need to step away. I need to go do something else. Up until this past Friday, I was still a sub on her page. I was still a member of her page. I think she's an amazing fucking person and has a lot of great traits, just like I think a lot of people are, and everybody brings a value. So that's not what this is about. Okay. Didn't speak to her after October 6th. That's it. She came back and she said, I felt like you were never really my friend. You called me a liar. I corrected her. Actually, in my live chat, when I talked about the screenshots that were shown at that point in time, she called me a liar. I wasn't a liar. I sent the screenshots as soon as the live ended. Those screenshots were provided on 2 other live streams that she could have found for herself. Now, how you can't find the screenshots in your own text messages, but I can find them on a thing, and then you can find them after the fact. That's a little bit questionable, but whatever. Again, moving right along. Have not done not one live stream. Have not got on one fucking panel. Have not been, other than that one comment, have not been trashing Queen, backbiting Queen, talking shit about Queen, have not said not one motherfucking word publicly to anybody. And up until a month after October 6th, nobody privately knew what had happened. Okay, cool. Sounds wonderful, right? Okay, except for, let me tell you what actually ended up happening. In the last almost 60 days, on December 6th, it will be 60 days. Okay. So just follow along with me. Okay. In that 60 days, Queen has felt the need to do 2 live streams where she mentions the fact of why we're no longer friends. Who gives a fuck? Which one of you truly gives a fuck why we're not friends? Nobody. Other than the messy shit stirs. But okay, she did 2 live streams. Oh, Nunya. Well, I mean, who cares? It's commentary. We all do that shit, right? Okay, cool. I'll give you that. That's awesome. Now let me go to the next part. I've had 5 people that in some way, when they were found to be interacting with me, they got questioned as to what their loyalties are, where their loyalty lies, why they're talking shit about her, even though she had no motherfucking context over the last 60 days. So just because you're talking to me, just because we're cool, you're going to be questioned as to, are you loyal to her or not? Okay. I let that shit go too. Let it go. Still stay fucking silent. Until Friday came around. So Friday morning, she wants to know how Jonesin feels about me saying fucking 2 sentences to Crystal Langford in Laura's fucking chat.
Starlight, what are you talking about? I spoke on you after I found out about the channels you were behind. I'm not behind any fucking channels. So if that's directed at me, that's wrong. Because I'm not behind any fucking channels.
Literally, I do eyeballs in the chat. Crystal says, sees Nunya in the bushes and passes popcorn. I say, Crystal Langford, LOL, we may need a stiff drink. I mean, we were talking about Dolly at that time. And she says, I don't drink, but I smoke blunts. Some shit like that, right? That's the end of our exchange. 3 fucking, what is that? Maybe 4 sentences? And you had to go to somebody else and ask them. Why don't you have a problem with her talking to Crystal? No, motherfucker, nobody has a problem with that. You know who the only person is who has a problem with that? You have a problem. The insecurity is overwhelming. So then, because that didn't work, and Joe's like, I don't give a fuck who Nunya talks to, whatever. Okay, cool. Then moving right along. Then Friday night, you got a community post about me. You don't even fucking tag me like a coward. And then you turn around and you're like, oh, look at her. She's over there hate bonding with my other hating bitches. No, bitch. Do you know how many screenshots I could show you right now of numerous comments that I have fucking made in Chronicles of the Shady Shit before now while we...
And from this point on, this is where good Nunya deserves an award for speaking up and speaking out. I know I've said it, voices have said it, a lot of us have said it. But it's nice to hear Nunya speak her truth. Hey, Kaz.
We were friends? Oh, so let me get this straight. While I was friends with you, it was cool for me to comment on her shit. Now I'm hate bonding. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. The amount of sadness it brings me that you cannot check yourself emotionally. You literally are a walking bonfire everywhere you go.
Okay, let me just say something here too. Just because you go into a chat doesn't mean that you're hate bonding or that you know, now all of a sudden you're besties. Hello, Starlight, perfect example. Hello, Starlight is watching me, all right, listening, going through streams, whatever. That doesn't mean that Hello, Starlight is hate bonding with me. That doesn't mean Hello, Starlight is like, oh my God, me and Laura are now besties. Now we're going to go braid each other's hair. All it means is she's interested in the topic that I'm talking about. That's it. So Nunya, Jonesin have come in my chat because they're interested in the topic that I'm talking about. It doesn't mean that now they're besties with me and Crystal. And I don't know why people like say that. I see hate bonding a lot of different places, but not exactly. That's what I'm saying, Starlight. You like Nunya. My topic is Nunya. That's why you're here. It's not that, you know, you and I are now hate bonding against someone and, you know, that's why you're in here. Some people go to chats because they happen to like the topic, plain and simple. That was my point.
And you will continue to burn everything around everywhere you go. I have literally been silent for almost 60 days while you poked and you poked and you poked and you did more and more and more shit behind the fucking scenes. More and more shit. You did your little fucking live stream to the point where last week I decided, hey, fuck it. I'm gonna be petty as shit because I can do that. Two can play this game. That's all right. Let's go there. So I I schedule out a live stream, which I knew was about cash, but I entitle it one thing. I make an intro that says one thing. Because you think everything is about you. And what do? You run to your little crew of bees, and you're like, bzzz, everybody get warmed up, everybody get ready to swarm, right? And y'all run to a fucking private stream yard so you can go over exactly what it is I was going to expose about you, because it wasn't even about you, but you make everything about you. How fucking unfortunate. You are so full of yourself.
Nunya, you have to come up here and do that again. I want to hear bzzz. I want to hear you do that live.
It wasn't about her. It was about cash. That's why I put hashtag social experiment. It was in the description. It was in the intro. There's a screenshot in there that says social experiment, because you fall for it. How stupid do you have to be to even fall for it? You took the fucking bait for no reason because it wasn't even about you. That's so unfortunate. Can any
Niece, 100%. And I had always said that to her. I had said to Nunya multiple times that you are like the voice of reason.
Anybody ever explain to me why is it nobody can? Every single person who wants to say something that may, if you want to point out, y'all do understand she's not a real queen, right? Every single one of us has issues. Every single one of us has a lot going on. Miss me with that. Oh, Queen's in a lawsuit. She has so much going on. Yeah, she absolutely does. You know who else has something going on? Every other motherfucker on this planet. Every person on YouTube who's sick enough to be here with the rest of us, we all have something going on. Get over it. Get over it. She has hella help with the lawsuit. Get the fuck over it. I absolutely hope that she gets everything her heart desires in that. I hope that there is a lesson given to Betty about doing frivolous lawsuits. Cool, whatever. I wish no harm on anybody, but a person can only take so fucking much. Bitch, listen, her swing set is so tight on my nuts that she's been swinging on for 60 motherfucking days that my shit is raw and sore. Get up off of it. It don't make no sense. This is a time where people are hurting. People are going through shit. People are dealing with a lot of shit. The holidays are coming. The seasonal depression kicks in during this time of year. There are so many other things. And while you're busy tearing every motherfucker around you down, I'll be busy helping build people up. I was on a live stream last week helping Grandma Sherry, right? She's trying to get her watch hours. And I'm like, you know what? That's cool. It's, like I want to support her in that. That's
Tony, with all due respect, when do you ever hear me say sub up? You don't. I'm not one of those people. I'll say who I like, but I'll never tell people go sub up to them unless they are a Patreon. Like everyone go sub up to Adrian. Patreons, I'll do that to. People that I truly trust, I will do that to, but I'll never say go sub up to this one or go sub up to, I just don't.
I want to support her, right? Let me go and see if I can do that. I hop on panel. I think her stream was like 3.5, 4 hours long. Okay. I hop on panel for 30 fucking minutes. People in her Discord raging about why is Nunya up on panel? This doesn't make no sense. She just wants to be in an arm's length of queen. Why can't people see it? Okay, let's pause there for a second. I've been in this community, right? No, I haven't been here for 3 fucking years, 5 years, 10 years. You're right. You got the time. You got the time. But I've absolutely been around in this community for at least 1.5 years now. It is so ridiculous. So fucking ridiculous. It don't make no sense. No sense at all. It's absolutely ridiculous. So then you move on from there, right? And instead of being on that panel to help your friend who you claim to love so much and care for, y'all couldn't even be in the chat because I was on a panel for 30 minutes out of 4 hours. Wow. 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 Okay. Again, y'all be so busy. Let me tell you what today is for me is today is a freedom for me to speak the fuck up and say what I want to say. I don't care who gets mad about my opinions. I don't care whose feelings get hurt about my opinions. When I walked away from our friendship, I was perfectly fine with it. I had no qualms about it because I didn't do anything wrong. The fact that you continue to be so focused on me, on Nunya of all people, is crazy. 60 days later, you know what that says to me? For me personally, that says you may not feel best about me walking away from you. And that's a you problem. That's an absolute you problem. So maybe you need to sit back for a second. You've surrounded yourself with some of the most dangerous people in the world. And I don't mean like physically dangerous. I mean people who tell you you're amazing, you're wonderful. Everybody's doing you wrong. If I hear that one more time, my God. Oh, everybody always does you wrong. They always use you. Poor you. No. You are the only common denominator in 9 out of 10 of the actual fallouts that you've had over the last 6 months. You are the common denominator. And when we had that conversation, I was like, "Do you think it's you?" And you're like, "No, it's not me." Cool. I don't care who supports who. I don't give a fuck where you go. I don't give a fuck what panels you go on, what pages you are on. You could talk all the shit in the world. I don't give 70,000 fucks and then more of those. Okay? But let me be. Let me go. Why are you holding on to me? I don't want to be held on to. I don't want to be held on to. And let me also make it clearer that while you work on this campaign to attempt to cancel me the way you did Deets, fuck what you're talking about. Deets didn't do shit to you. You did that shit to Deets, but okay, we're not gonna talk about that out loud though, right? Okay, anyways, but while you're working on your campaign to cancel me like you did her, I'm not going nowhere. Because I don't give a fuck if in the end of this I'm left with 2 motherfucking subs. I don't need this shit. Can you say the same? I don't need none of this YouTube shit. This shit is a hobby for me. I made this page to have a voice. I made this page to be able to say exactly what I think when I think it, not to be fucking stifled, not to be managed, not to have you and your cronies running over here to put your hand on my mouth so I shut the fuck up. Absolutely not. That's not what I made a page for. It's not what I'm going to continue to do. And this is the end of it. So you could say whatever the fuck you want to say. You could fire up your little live and tell all your poor bees how you were done so terribly. Oh, poor you. Cool. Have at it. For me, I don't fight with people. I don't fight with people. I literally left this as absolutely a last resort. And you poked and you poked and you poked and you poke. It's real unfortunate. It's real unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Y'all have an amazing day. Leave me be. Bye, y'all.
Now, bravo, bravo, bravo. One thing I do want to say though, I know that Voices is one of the few people in here that knew this other creator, not quite as much as I did, but knew her personally. If people can't see the similarities between QB and Marissa, you're blind, because QB has turned into Marissa. And I don't understand how more people don't see it, for real. I really, truly don't. And I understand if you don't know Marissa. Nah, not really Critical K. I mean, maybe, but I knew Critical K more personally than I did on YouTube. So I kind of know it. I didn't know her YouTube persona because I never really watched her, but I've spoke to her personally multiple times. Katie, she really is. And I know you don't see it, but she really is. She is a lot like her. And she is morphed into Marissa in a different way, but 100%. She really has. Her attitude, her holier than now, her putting stuff on members only, having people do the work for her, being a control freak, acting like she's all nice and sweet on, to this person, and then doing shit behind the scenes with this person. Believe me, they are a lot alike. And QB is more, for lack of a better way to say it, much more ghetto than Marissa is, but really the same persona. And I've been saying this for a long time, and I'm surprised that more people hadn't seen it. Yes. Well, you wouldn't know because QB's not on panel most of the time, or she's busy, or she's doing something, or B. Tim will tell you that all the time. But Katie, how well do you know Marissa behind the scenes? Like, I'm not, well, I guess I am kind of talking YouTube persona. Hey, Whistle Down. So I am going to post a link if Nunya wants to come up. Cash, can I play your video? Not mine, hers? What do you mean? Everyone's saying you played a video, but I never saw it. But when Marissa had her bed slug crew, and if you knew Marissa then, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's your video. What video is it? Discord Confessions? All right. That's what I thought. I thought it was Cash's video. Oh. All right. Is the title. It's just a parody on Cash True Crime Story. Well, that's what we all called them, Katie, was the bed slug crew, because every single one of them would go on camera and never get out of bed. And neither me nor Voices Katie gave them that name. It wasn't either one of us that came up with that name. That's what Marissa's own chat started calling them, was the bed slug crew. Because they would just sit there and lay in bed. It was so weird. I know, right, Red? Roses, I totally agree. You can try and read my and all the girls dream that they be your partner. That's so funny because I literally just played that song at the beginning of this live. That's hysterical.
So hello to everybody in the chat. Good evening, all. Yes, I see you dancing to the music. The owner of the Discord. So I want to make sure that that disclaimer is out there. Hey, Sofo Mama. It is 11 p.m., but I wouldn't miss it. Exactly, Sofo Mama. I know. Had a couple people message me like 11 o'clock on the Eastern Standard Time. My God, don't you sleep? And I was like, I do sleep, but I'll be back. Don't you worry. This is going to be short. That should be, you don't having a good time and we're right. So somebody post this. I would term it propaganda and misinformation. But what did happen to Terry the Turtle when in Jones and Nin's company? So Jones and the Turtle, Terry the Turtle were together, and it was all bad from there, apparently. Okay. So this was made by Cash. This story is actually made and illustrated by Cash, so I hope you enjoy it. So I would term it propaganda and misinformation, but what did happen to Terry the Turtle when in Jones and community? So you see, here's somebody is over.
Yep, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm pretty intelligent. I've already figured out what's going on just from Nunya's comments and Cash's comments. It's not rocket science to figure this out.
Over here booing Jones in, the turtles are booing Jones in, and then there's this little bear here that's like Joneson kills turtles, like everybody is protesting Joneson, fuck that island, Joneson, like that's the whole, the whole theme going on, right?
Okay, if I had to guess, this has to do with Dolly, and Cash is making fun of, because Dolly's a turtle, and Joneson is going after Dolly the turtle. It's not rocket science. Correct me if I'm wrong.
There's the picture up close. Now, this is completely illustrated by Cash. So, and I have permission to share. So, okay. But then the next morning, so that was at nighttime. The next morning, we woke up and we got a message that said that an alleged official-ish photo of what was found at her house, her being Joneson, allegedly. Agencies searching for Terry are allegedly searching the house, allegedly. Rumors around Terry may have been made into a cake for her son's birthday. Allegedly true. Oh my God. Made into a cake. This is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Terrible. Okay. And then trigger warning for everybody that's about to see this, because these photos get, they get really, really out there. Okay. So an official photo of Terry was leaked. Now I don't know where it came from at all. I don't know I don't know how Cash got access to the official photos at all. Okay. But officials official photos of Terry got leaked. Okay. Then it moved on. And then we've just seen an appalling photo allegedly. So here's little Chunkadunk's cake. Now on this day, it was actually Jones's son's birthday, and she calls him Chunkadunk as his little nickname. So here's the cake, and this is allegedly the photo that was leaked. Made Terry's head into a cupcake, allegedly. OM allegedly G. OM allegedly G. Okay, this was bad. This was really, really, really bad. Like, he came with, yes, Shambles came with all the receipts. Okay. We're going to get a close up of the cake, the cupcake with the turtle head on it. Okay. Also, there was supposed to be an arrest, but first they had to get the sketch artist in, and they had to actually do a sketch of the suspect. All right. So this was the sketch that the sketch artist was able to put through. Okay. So here's a picture of Jonesin and her space buns. Okay. But the space buns actually had chickens. They're also part of the chicken bodies. Okay. All right. And here's the chicken. So she's got a chicken devil on this side of her, and then a chicken angel on that side of her. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh my God. Yes, Grain. Whoop, whoop, chicken, chicken, whoop, whoop, chicken head. That is actually a brand new, that is a different definition of chicken head right there. Right there.
Okay, so someone tell me why QB would think this was about her. This is straight up Dolly and Jonesin. What does this have to do with QB?
Okay. All right. So then we moved on, and we thought everything was fine when that sketch came out. Ellie asked, Jobsonin is a suspect in the disappearance of Terry? Turtle cake? Grain said, turtle burgers? Cash shared, I just was putting out what I heard on the YouTube streets. Not trying to create drama, but it looks suspicious. I liked her too. That's what he put out there, right? He was just trying to get the information out there. He didn't want to start any drama about it, but he was just trying to get it put out there. Ellie said, it sure looks suspicious. Listen, with friends who think you look suspicious for the brutal murder of Terry the Turtle, like Ellie, I'm just not sure who needs enemies. That's all I'm putting out there. Because she was like, yeah, it looks suspicious to me. She didn't even listen. It was absolute chaos. So Cash let us know, he informed us, it is okay. I will represent her. Boom. Same day. Same day she had representation. I was like, okay. By the time I finish my opening statement, the court will be so confuddled, which is confused in Cash talk, they will just dismiss the case. Why did my client murder Terry? To get to the other side. This is his opening statement, guys. Okay. All right. No, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a satanic ritual. It's about baking. Duh. You should have known that. Etc. Etc. Case dismissed. So Cash was on the case. Absolutely was going to get it taken care of. And I mean, it was popping off. This was crazy. You would never believe. So Ellie was wondering, when will this go to trial? Is there an ETA? Ellie's already damn near convicted her friend Jonesin at that point. I'm just saying. Cash said, well, allegedly she'll be arrested later, so could be early December. So we were thinking that on the 3rd, she was going to be arrested. And it just so happened it was also her kid's birthday, so she wasn't around. So everybody thought she was a goner. We were just waiting for the mugshots at that point. Okay. Yeah. Crazy. Terry's turtle terror is already on thumbnails. Terry's turtle terror is already on thumbnails on the sub streets. I think there is a press conference later on. This is, I mean, listen, this was going to get out of control really freaking quickly.
Or she's very similar to Marissa. If it's not about her, she will make it about her. And that if someone else is getting attention and someone else is writing a story, a fictional story based on someone else, they can't handle that because they want it to be about them. That's what I see.
So out of control. Okay. Ellie wanted to be kept posted on the press conference because she wanted for sure to stream it on her channel. Ellie doesn't even have a channel, by the way. However, just saying, she definitely was going to stream it on her channel because Terry's Turtle Terror in the turtle and it actually was called the Turtle Cake Killer is what the case was called. That's what everybody was reporting it as. So we were getting updates constantly in the Discord. You know, people say Discord can be bad. I'm here to tell you it can be absolutely amazing because you get on the spot, lawyer represented people right there to tell you the details immediately. Just saying. Okay. All right. When will she be arrested? Sometime today? Maybe we should block her temporarily from this thread so she doesn't try to leave the country. She's a flight risk, in my opinion. Again, I want to point out, with friends like these, I'm just not understanding. Ellie was reporting to the representation that Joneson was going to fly. She was a flight risk. She was going to fly off with the chickens and everything. Cash says, not sure. Tonight is what people are thinking. She's a chicken, so she can't fly far. I'd like to refer back to the mugshot of Joneson. Excuse me, the sketch artist sketch of Joneson. So since she's part chicken head, she absolutely can't go very far. Her wings are not going to take her very far. Okay. So he had no problem with that. Now here's Ellie again. She sure can. What? Ellie, what is happening right now? Cash says she will want to defend her corner. She ain't flying. Cash was sure about his client. He knew, like he was very certain. And I apologize if you're confused about what's going on so far. Just hang in there. We're going to get to the end of it and I'll kind of go over it from, I'll give you a general overview, but right now we're just going step by step with the receipts because I want to show you guys how this drama played out and how it all went down. Okay? It was very intense, all right? Then later on that day, Terry was a terrific turtle, tumultuous end at talons of terror, allegedly Joneson. Take time in eternity to travel tranquility. Terrence the Turtle Esquire, rest in peace. And he even he did a little drawing of R.I.P. R.I.P. Terry, set a cigarette to the side, and I believe this is a handkerchief for Terry. He really wanted to make sure that Terry went out with a bang, and he wanted to absolutely, make sure that Terry was honored in his,
I just want to say I've now met someone who draws as bad as I do. Good job. Remember my card pictures?
his days. All right, but that's not the end of it. Hold on. So then we had the community was mourning at that time. Ellie, R.I.P. Terry, you were a terrific turtle. Heather was laughing at Terry's demise. I don't really know why. Maybe she's a suspect. I don't know. Me, does Joneson know all about this investigation? Ellie says, according to Cash, the arrest could be happening as we speak. Me, oh shit. Absolutely knew. absolutely knew something was about to go off because we couldn't find Jones in for hours at this point. So we knew that was going to come through, and we were about to see mugshots very soon. Very, very soon. Okay. Ellie says, don't listen to Nunya. She had no idea what's happening over here. She has no idea what's happening over here. Cash said she could be an accomplice, so don't believe her. This was me with the gift that says I'm a spy. Because now all of a sudden, Ellie is saying I am some type of accomplice. Not sure how that came about, but I just want to point out, not only did Ellie point the acute accusations in Jones's way, but also was willing to throw me under the bus as an accomplice. I didn't actually catch that until right now, and I don't know how I really feel about it in this moment. So here we go. All right. Ellie is turning on everybody, right, Jones? I didn't even realize it until right now. What the hell? Okay, here we go. So then later on.
Okay, for those of you that are lost, this is a joke in Discord. They were playing around in Discord. They were having fun in Discord. They created a story that had to do with Jonesin and had to do with Turtle Island. And Cash was bored one day and just came up with this story about Jonesin and Turtle, Terry Turtle or whatever. That's what this was. There was nothing serious. It was nothing about QB. It was Cash being bored one day and creating a story based on Jonesin and Turtle. And if you knew their relationship, it is funny.
On that evening, we found out, not tonight, folks. I heard there's an issue with the warrant. Ellie says she might be in the wind by then, but I trust your sources. Cash, whether Terry was an accident or not, we just want transparency and the rumors to stop. It's not helping anybody. So apparently the the turtle cake killer was already spreading all across the YouTube streets, and the rumors and misinformation were flying out the door. Everybody was going everywhere with their own stories. It was crazy. Later on that evening, actually 2 days later, I have established the defense team, some of the best. Hence the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, that's not drawn by him. That's a picture of them. The jury are not going to convict with those in our team. Of course, if you've got turtles on your thing for the jury against Terry, justice for Terry, you're pretty good with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to represent you. Just putting that out there, okay? Oh, feck! Just seen who the DA is. Shit! It was Shredder. Shredder was the prosecuting DA, and we were in a lot of fucking trouble at that point. It was all going bad. All going bad. All moles in that alleged Discord will have court fees paid for, right? That's a good one. With the mole union rep, I'm freaking dead. Okay, so then he started reporting later on that afternoon. They went to court. So far, not so good in Terry versus Joneson incident. Initial court sketches show, remember, cameras are not allowed in the court. So let me show you that picture. This again was a sketch. So here's the jury over here with their faces like they can't believe it.
Who drew this picture? Because that's not bad for a judge. You got all the you got all the ninjas. This is pretty good.
This has happened to Terry. Oh my God. And here's his Shredder, right? And then here's the defense team, all Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, whatever the other guy's name is. They're all there. And here's Jonesin with their space puffs. But it looks like she may have a knife in her hand, and I don't think that was a good idea to take that to court. Just putting that out there. I don't know how that worked out. Anyways. After court closed, Donatello said to the press The one finger salute at the judge was just that, a sign of respect. Asked if his client was problematic, Leonardo interjected, "Of course not. She is very respectful." Raphael dragged Michelangelo away after he started answering a question of, "Is their client guilty?" We heard, "Yeah." Remember, this is about justice for Terry. Cash Court News live from a court in America. Stay safe. This is not over. And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh God. He was giving us up to date, like the lawyer. He was really good. He was a really good representation. Breaking in the cake killer case, expecting a statement for Jones and Incidents legal team shortly. And here was their statement. We got her off. Oh, the mole union rep. The union will also make sure those space buns are safe for any stashing. Okay, thank you, mole union rep. Thank you for that up to date. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, he was faster than breaking news with JLR. Absolutely, absolutely. So that was the lawyer's statement, and then you seen, people were celebrating. Actually, it turns out that allegedly her mother had a video of Jones and Incidents being somewhere else. And so she was catching us all up that Joneson has been vindicated. She got off. She was not, found guilty. Everything, all charges dropped, and she was safe. And Ellie was like, "That's great. She's missed so much." And Joneson was like, "Thank you, Jesus." Okay. And Fur Baby wanted to remind her that Joneson can thank her for the actual footage. Okay. Okay. He wanted to let us know that Michelangelo had already announced it on another thread. He vindicated was the right word. He's going to have to go Google it now. But now he wanted to figure out who did kill Terry and try to frame Jones and Incidents. A Christmas mystery to be solved. Puts all those S's in. And I'm just realizing that right now. Sorry. It leaves so much. Who knows? Nobody really knows. They have no clue. Here's the close-up. The usual suspects. Here's all. Boom, he had a confession. And so then the mugshot came out. It makes no sense. There's no way. Lo and behold. Then he sins. I wanted to share this story today because it was so fun to be able to do it. But for a long time, I'm speaking for myself. For a long time, I really, really misunderstood who Cash was. When I would see him in chats and interact with him, I definitely did not have a good enough understanding of him. And I'd be like, "Oh, he gets on my nerves." Like, "Oh, I just ignore him," whatever. And being in the Discord with him has been like such a pleasure because like he has such an imagination, and he's actually.
That's what I'm saying. I was just trying to figure out where QB would think it was about her. There's no logical explanation. I could see if Dolly said it. If Dolly turned around and was like, "Hey, that was about me," I'd be like, "Yeah, it was." Joneson, obviously, because her name was used. I don't get why anybody would think it was about them. Exactly, Willow. This is the vicious shit in Discord. I think it's cute that they did that, though. It was the title, Discord Confessions with Receipts. But the title fits exactly what it was. We're Jones's Discord chat over days. I agree, Tony. Paranoia will destroy you. Willow's giving his fiance compliments. Hey, Deets. Davey will learn Nunya gets better weed than I do. She's a pot smoker? Deets Illuminati. Ooh, I like that. Deets, that should be your new name. Deets Illuminati. So also, if you guys don't know, Deets just reminded me of this. Alex Erickson has been a huge promoter of my candles that she bought. All of them she loves. It's on her channel. She keeps posting community posts, raving about them. So if you want to order one, energycandles.com. Go check out her reviews. And I don't really know her. Like, she just ordered candles. Rave reviews. And I thank her for them. I've gotten some orders from her. Has the palm trees? What palm trees? See, Deets gave me rave reviews and then she left YouTube. Alex Erickson, she's a true crime creator. Alive is an all. I'm thinking about Alex. She really has. She's been giving my candles rave reviews. And like all of them. And I was just curious if she's given that much to others. I haven't really looked. Yes, you did, Squirrel. Lots of people have. I'm just saying that she's not a Patreon. She's not a member. And she still gave rave reviews. Some people say Patreons and members or mods are biased. So I'm giving everyone one last chance if they want to come up. Otherwise, I'm going to get off and get back to packing. I still have to make whipped cream for 3 candles that I got to bring to Mom. So speak now, forever hold your peace. Last chance. Going once. Going twice. I want to know who saw, you know what I want to know? I want to know who saw Glara's dick. That's what I want to know. Thank you, Grandma Sherry. I'll be on before then. I got a 15-hour drive tomorrow with 3 bundles of joy. That's true, Willow Morbid's girlfriend. It's a 4 at best. I just can't believe he sent it, to be honest. I really can't. Yeah, I got a 15-hour drive tomorrow.
It's 11.
No, it's 11 to Phoenix and then 3 more to Grandma.
It's 3 hours to Grandma?
Yeah, it's 3 hours to Orlando.
Oh my God. Anyway, what time are we leaving tomorrow?
9? I gotta get dog food.
So 9?
Forgot to get dog food.
9, 10?
Yeah.
How much room is there going to be in the back?
You saw the car?
I know, but you said that there's not going to be a lot of room with suitcase and stuff. I'm saying, how much room do you think there'll be?
There's room.
Like, a lot of room?
Yeah, I got most of your stuff.
No, I know there's a chunk of stuff I'm bringing. But, like, clothing-wise. But I don't know if I should bring small bags, like 2 of them, or I should bring just my really big bag.
Just bring 1 bag.
Do you want to see the bag?
No, just bring a small bag.
I don't think all my clothes...
I have your stuff. I have clothes for you.
Actual clothes that I wear?
Yes. He doesn't listen.
Okay, well.
Kids, I tell you. How to pack Phoenix's stuff, his stuff. But I'm most excited to see Phoenix. More than anyone else. I'm telling you, I said that earlier. You tell a 16-year-old boy to clean a bathroom. Does he not realize you have to actually spray stuff? He didn't think so. He just thinks, okay, clean the bathroom, throw some stuff in the laundry basket, and be done. Well, I'm not driving through Georgia. Thanks, Tony. Sage or her boyfriend are going to drive through Georgia because I hate driving through Georgia. Hate it. So I'll go live when one of them is driving. Cleaning their mind is shut. That's what I'm saying. He's like, oh, I put the toothpaste away. Your toilet looks like a crack house. I was like, you actually have to clean it. Kids know nothing. Half this community, I never saw it. No one I know has it. If someone has it, email it to me. I'm curious. I really am curious. I mean, it can't be small or he wouldn't have sent it. Interview the boyfriend for us live. Yeah. Okay. Do you have to drive through Georgia? I thought, no. Well, yeah, but you from Alabama, you drive through Georgia to Florida. I only have Molly boobs. I have one. I've seen it 3 times. The only 3? This conversation, of course it would be different if he was female. Revenge porn is about creation, dehumanizing. Have such a pic stashed until the next time to share it shows intent. It is way different, though. Just like it's way different if a guy walks around with no shirt on and a girl walks around with no shirt on. It's 2 totally different things. Yes, I am crazy, mama. But going through Georgia is the fastest route. Thanks, Kate. But yeah, it's 11 hours to Phoenix. And I mean, he's getting off a plane. So it's not like we can... I think he's making a big mistake. Just like Molly went on panel shirtless and flashing. Did she? So far, I totally think he's making a mistake. But I understand why he's doing it. And I understand the way he thinks. But I don't know. You're talking to... I mean, you got to remember, though. I didn't like Betty before most of you guys even knew who Betty was. Honestly. I've never liked Betty. No, I never saw it. But I mean, I understand he's probably doing it for views. I mean, I don't blame him. He knows he'll get a shitload of people in there. So why not? I know she flashed the camera, but I don't know if she did it like continually. Never had to go through Georgia. Really? I'll show you. Hold on. We've always gone through Georgia. All right. Look. See? Right here. Right through Georgia. There's no other way around it. Now, maybe if you're like here, then you would go down here. But where I am, you just go right through Georgia. There's probably a warrant out for me too in Georgia. But yeah, I guess if you're like this, like if you're in Tuscaloosa, you just come down here and then go that way. But for me, you either go this way through Georgia or this way through Georgia. Visiting Mom and Howard and my cousins and my cousins. So that's the fastest way. If I took any other way, it would take me all the way around and down. Yes, it will be warm. I heard that. My stomach is growling. I don't know why. And then Mom is all the way around here. Hey, Wilhelmina. I think it's supposed to rain 2 days. Oh, that would suck. All right, but I have to get back to doing this. Otherwise, I'm never going to get sleep. And there's nothing worse than driving 14 hours and getting no sleep. So, and I'm going to go put something in my stomach because I don't know why it is growling. So I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow from the road. I will put a community post, let you guys know that I'm alive. We made it, just in case I sleep in the afternoon or something. But yeah, we're heading down tomorrow. We'll get to my mom's house at like 3 a.m. So I won't post then. But yeah, we'll be at Mom's house at like 3 a.m. So I will see all you gorgeous people tomorrow. I want to thank you guys for PayPal's, Cash Apps, and every bit helps. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I will check in with you tomorrow. Hopefully we get out of here by 10, but we have to be in Orlando to pick up Phoenix by like 11:50. So I will see all of you later. Peace. Oh, and Nunya, thank you for letting me stream. And here I will say, if you like Nunya, go sub up to her. I know I don't say it often, but I am saying it to her. And everyone give purple hearts to Crystal because she's awesome. All right. I will see you guys later. Got to get to work. Peace.